What is up, guys? This is Kobe here, and I am back home from MapleStory Fest. I had a lot of fun this year. If I want to be exactly honest with you guys, I do believe that last year was a lot better than this year's, but that doesn't mean that I didn't have fun this year, because this year, nevertheless, was still absolutely amazing. So, basically, this video, this is going to cover the whole entire adventure content update preview on the screen. So Steve uploaded the video itself to his channel, and what we're gonna do is we are going to watch it and we're gonna skim over a little bit. And if my cam looks a little dark, it's because the screen right there is dark, and that kind of gives me some lighting as well. So the main idea is to watch this video, and then I'm going to pause it at certain intervals, and I'm going to explain to you guys what means what. For example, like it says reduce for job requirements. I'll talk about that more in detail. So I'm basically giving you guys a detailed version of what to expect in the adventure patch. Let me adjust the volume a little bit. I don't want it to be way too loud, blasting ears before I start playing. And here we go. So we got like the little Pathfinder video. This is the start animation. So I thought the trailer was really good, by the way. So it was super nice. You explore Bowman class Pathfinder. I'm gonna make a guide video over that, so I'm not gonna pause it there. This goes on for a bit. And Pathfinder does have a lot of skills, so. Alright, content improvements, reduce fit job requirements. So essentially what this is you no longer have to do Temple of Time to hit 5th job. Once you hit 200, you can start the 5th job quest right away. Make sure you have 100 Star Force and at least 10 Star Force on your weapon before doing so. Do all the 5th job pre-quests and you're automatically 5th job. There is no more waiting for stones. There's no more getting the EXP for the stones. You do get the arcane stones when you do advance the 5th job, and you can still farm for the EXP for them. So you still get that free 1.5 billion EXP. That's just no longer a requirement that you have to do before making it to 5th job. Really awesome change. If you have a lot of meals at 200 that haven't done Temple of Time and you want them at 5th job, wait till this patch, because it's really useful. Moving on. And then you hear like the crowd audience. You're gonna hear a bit of the crowd audience from now. Increased EXP and requirements for low level theme dungeons. Okay, so the theme dungeons in mind are Gold Beach, Arena Strait, and Elua Fairy Academy. So those theme dungeons are going to be fixed between level 30 and 60, and you could start all 3 of those theme dungeons at level 30. You only have to do 3 theme dungeons to hit level 60. So second job, you could breeze through second job super easily as a new player, as a returning player. It doesn't matter what the theme dungeon change. The theme dungeon change is absolutely wonderful. The EXP and the mob levels will scale to what level you are, ranging from 30 to 59. The EXP gives you like a certain percentage when you're in that level range. Quests will give 23%, regardless of whether you're 30 or 59, and some quests will give like 46%, regardless of if you're level 30 or 59. So all levels between that level range will go, the same pace, because the questing EXP just scales to, a certain amount of percent of what level you're at. Moving on. Increase Star Force enhancement success rates. This one's really good. So the Star Force success rate from 10 to 11, I believe it was at 45. It's 50 now. From 11 to 12, I believe that was at 35. It's at 45 now. 12 to 13 was 30%. It's now 40%. And 13 to 14 is now 35%, formerly 30%. Other rates do not change. Also, the destruction rate from 12 to 13 stars gets changed from 0.7 to 0.6. So make sure you don't land that 0.6. I think 13 to 14 is 1.3. I don't necessarily remember, but the destruction rate still kind of fluctuates around the same for 13 to 14. So. And then this one's, self-explanatory. You don't lose Star Force on the 10 stars. Alright, practice mode. Let me talk more in depth about practice mode. So practice mode is a mode that you can enter for weekly bosses only. You can enter this for all weekly bosses available. Now, practice mode, it has a 5 per day limit, and it's shared across all bosses in practice mode. So let's say you do Chaos Zokum twice in practice mode, and you do Chaos Vellum 3 times in practice mode. You're capped on practice mode for that day. So make sure that you know this. Remember, 5 times a day, the practice mode limit is shared between all bosses in practice mode. New hyperstat points are level 250. It follows the same formula as before. I don't really remember the formula off the top of my head. I know you get 3 per level at 140, and then 4 per level at 150, 5 per level at 160, 6 per level at 170. Just follow that formula all the way up to 275. Increase hyperstats for main stats, so they are double of what they used to be. I don't think they said anything about that, but yeah, the max level is 15 now. After Fit Job, you unlock max level 15 for hyperstats that formerly had a max level of 10, and hyperstats that formerly had a max level of 5 will have a max level of 10. So for the flat stat, instead of 15 per level, it's now 30 per level. So whether that's worth it to you or not, it's up to you. And then, that went by really fast. New hyper stats for, give me like 2 seconds. Okay, there you go. For attack, so it's 3 attack per level. It does scale with percent attack. It does scale with percent attack. I gotta say that again. Bonus EXP. So the bonus EXP is 5.5% per level. 0.5 up to level 10. And then after level 10, it's 1% per level. So at level 15, it is 10% per level. And regarding hyperstat points, it gets super expensive at level 10. Level 9 to 10 requires 35 points, whereas level 10 to 11 requires 50 points. Level 11 to 12 requires 55, or actually, I forgot it even went up by 5 or 10. That's something I'll add, in the description. Because that's one of the things I actually forgot. Anyway, moving on. So we know the 3 new hyperstats. Attack that scales with percent. Earned EXP up to 10% at max level. In Arcane Force is 5 Arcane Force per level until level 10. And then 10 Arcane Force per level until level 15. So at level 10, it's 50 Arcane Force. At level 15, it's 100 Arcane Force. Like I said, all hyperstats get their level increased by 5. Increased selling prices for intense power crystals. The prices were upped a little bit. One thing that they don't tell you is that Chaos Pink Bean and Hard Healer prices were increased by a big, huge margin. Chaos Pink Bean was also revamped to be a more fair boss battle. Instead of 14 bodies, the HP has been compressed into 3 bosses. 3 bodies for the Pink Bean alone. And in Phase 1, all 5 statues spawn at once. But remember that Chaos Pink Bean and Hard Healer do become weekly boss content. So no more daily Hard Healer carries anymore. It's now weekly Hard Healer carries for the pet. So just keep that in mind. Reduce Legion system requirements. Any character you have at 5th job, you are now able to unlock Legion. It's either that or 500 total levels still. It doesn't really matter which one you get first. Reduce difficulty for some bosses. I don't recall that one. I personally don't recall that one. Do cube drop some bosses. This might be a... Oh, wait, no. Normal servers and reboot. Okay, so normal servers... bosses that start at, what was it? Lotus and Damien, those are the weakest that would drop them. Normal Lotus and Damien, they will drop bonus occult cubes. They are cubes that can cube the rare potential on a bonus pot. I don't know how effective that'll be on GMS, but personally, I think those are super good. And reboots, they'll just drop Master Craftsman cubes instead. What I do know is that Normal Lotus drops 3. They are shared between all characters fighting the boss, so keep that in mind. Normal Lotus drops 3 cubes. Normal Damien drops 3 cubes. Normal Lucid drops 4 cubes. And Normal Will drops 5 cubes. I'm not sure about the harder bosses, but I just know they drop that many, as far as it stands. Increased boss equipment drop rate. Self-explanatory. New theme dungeon, Secret Forest of ELODIN. This one's trash. Let's not talk about that. PARTEM Ruins. I personally haven't done PARTEM, so I have no review over PARTEM. I just know that ELODIN is bad, but I'm pretty sure PARTEM won't be too bad for the newer players because it does give mastery books, considering it is a level 135 theme dungeon. ELODIN is one of the 4 theme dungeons that is in the level 30 to 59 range, and you only have to do 3 to get to level 60. ELODIN is the theme dungeon that is not worth doing. It's a beautiful looking map and all, but you know, as content overall, I just don't think they needed to add it. Adventure Island. Earn your coins to raise your tier. So, if you guys are well familiar with the Black Mage event, there were like different tiers, whether you were like, what was it, warrior, hero, legend, something like that. And when you unlock tiers, you know, you unlock more bonus things, like, you know, access to the shop, more new skills. That's essentially how the Adventure Island tier works. There are 6 tiers in Adventure Island, and you automatically start off with tier 1. In KMS, tier 1 was released the day the patch came out, and tier 2 was released a week after. Tier 3, 4, 5, and 6 were all 2 weeks apart from each other. So tier 2 to 3 was 2 weeks apart, and then 3 to 4 was 2 weeks, and so on and so forth. So there is a big list of rewards. I'm going to put the whole blog post down for Momentum Patch in the description, but there is a list of rewards that you cannot receive the same item from twice per week. And, you know, like, let's see, this is a Storm Growth Potion, Trait Boost Potion, 5 Special Medals of Honor, so that's 50k honor, 5 Monster Park Reborn tickets, 5 Fairy Brothers tickets, 7 Monster Park, I'm sorry, not Monster Park, Monster Life Gems, and 50 Fatigue Reset Potions. And those reset potions are about 70 fatigue each, so that's 3,500 fatigue loss right there. You can claim 2 of these items at tier 2. You cannot claim any at tier 1. 4 of these items at tier 3. 6 of these items at tier 4. 8 of these items at tier 5. And 10 of these items at tier 6. At the bottom, there are arcane symbols. There's 10 Vanishing Journey symbols, 10 Choo Choo Island, 10 Latch, 10 Arcana, 10 Morass, and 10 Esfera. And only remember that you can only choose a reward 1 time. You cannot choose the same reward twice. And then coin shop. Steve has a pretty detailed video on the coin shop. I'm not going to go into too much of the detail on that. Mini games, bring it back the same mini games, nothing really too out of the ordinary. Terra Burning. Oh yes, this Terra Burning is different because you get permanent Root Abyss armor at level 180. It already tells you, so I don't have to pause it. And a permanent FAFNIR weapon at level 200. 10 arcane symbols every level from 201 to 220. So how that works is that from 201 to 210, you get 10 Vanishing Journey symbols per level. And then from 211 to 220, you get 10 arcane symbol selectors per level. So you can choose between whether you want Vanishing Journey or Choo Choo Island. And Sengoku job revamps. Kanna and Hayato are getting revamped. They are getting revamped on May 22nd in the Japanese MapleStory server. So look forward to more information on that. Japanese MapleStory will be the first server of MapleStory overseas to receive these revamped skills. I mean, either that or MC might, MapleC might yoink them, you know, pretty soon as well. So we'll see about that. And apparently they're getting quest revamps as well. So we'll see. There's like a little, like, 2 skill preview of like the Kanna revamp on one of C's other videos from MapleFest, or that was at MapleFest, so you can kind of check out some of that as well. Hero Squad Immortal Gorgons. Let's skip that. Let's skip that. Let's skip that. Moving along. MapleRunner. MapleRunner is back. If you want to challenge yourself in MapleRunner, aka God of Control, go at it. Legends Return. Not a big fan of that. I never really cared. Then Step Up is back from the Nova event. I don't know why they had to make this in Korean, because GMS formerly had this event. So, you know, I don't know what they're thinking. An exclusive new party quest. GMS is getting an exclusive party quest. They will be the first region to get this party quest. We have no idea what this party quest entails, but we will see it this summer. Sugar Time is back. KANNA Revamp Celebration. Improved crossover party quest rewards. I'm not really sure what that is in detail. I don't really remember. Mega Burning Van with 2 characters. Oh yeah, because KMS had Burning World. But GMS won't be getting Burning World. They'll just be getting, you know, 2 Mega Burn characters instead. 10 Arcane symbols every weekend. That's pretty nice. It's nice. Maplehood Watch is coming back apparently, and there's 3x and 2x EXP and drop events. And that's it. So you can get gifts right now at this microsite. All you have to do is type that URL into your search bar, and you will go to that site. And there's like this big little set of gifts that's on there, and I will show you guys what those gifts are. I'll just have to eventually go to the Maple screen. I like how I'm doing this on like OBS. Anyway, here are the rewards. This is currently a character on Reboot. This music is kind of loud. Let me adjust that a little bit. Skimming through this with no no editing, because I don't know. Anyway, we've got 150 14th anniversary coins. You can get this gift, claim this gift right now. I actually don't even know if the volume is too loud or not, but you can claim this gift right now. And you have until June 11th or June 10th to claim it all. So you get 150 14th anniversary coins. You get a Spark Damage skin. You get the Maple Gumshoe set package, which I believe is the 14th anniversary, you know, fashion set that's out. The character slot expansion coupon. You get a selective 8 slot coupon, a 15-day pendant slot coupon, Hyper Teleport Rock for 7 days, a Black Sheep Totem, which is a free totem that they give you, free permanent totem that gives 3 attack and magic attack, and then a Cherry Yeti ring. I have no idea what this ring is. So that's it. I hope you guys are ready for adventure, because it is coming very soon. The momentum patch should be dropping on June 12th, and that should list everything that was mentioned in that video, except for maybe like Hero Squad, the rest of the adventure ranks, and just all that jazz. So that's it. Thank you all very much for watching this very scrub video. I didn't really edit this because, you know, I gotta take the time today to edit the MapleStory Fest footage that I have, and I do appreciate the time here, and I will see you guys later. Peace out, everybody.